ones who lived here are long dead. I'm in. You should try climbing up there. Maybe you'll find something. And if not, maybe I'll get lucky and you'll fall off. Ha! I'm in! Danger! What's that thing doing here?
move! Who are you? What are you... Wait a moment. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing! I heard you were dead! Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your bare hands?
First, tell me who you are.
My name is Radek. Azok will want to know you're here.
Who's that?
I'm sure he'll tell you himself. A lot has changed since the depot was set up. Come on, I'll show you around.
I'm no idiot. The guy's leading us straight into one of their damn machines.
If I wanted to do that, I would have done it by now. But it's your decision.
Maybe later.
Are you sure? We don't see new faces around here very often. I can't guarantee anything if I don't keep an eye on you.
I'm really not interested in a tour.
Up to you. If you change your mind later and want me to show you around the depot, you'll find me here.
Albs. Never thought I'd find myself here. Without an Alb's head on my blade, I mean.
You should probably keep it down.
Hey, don't be that way.
Step forward and begin. Name and rank.
Don't you recognize me?
Taking note, former commander does not adhere to protocol. What's more, I ask the questions. You do not. Let us continue. Reason for your return.
I'm looking for work.
The only kind of work you'll find here is physical. My program comprises melee and ranged combat. I also improve my trainees' physical condition. In your case, I have received no instructions to deny you training, although I certainly would have understood had such instructions been issued. I will charge you Elexit for every unit of training. However, if that approach doesn't appeal to you, you can try your luck with the humans. You are experienced in that area, after all.
I want to regain my old skills. Can you help me?
No, but Kel can. You have not been rehabilitated yet, however. This path will only be open to you once you have rejoined our ranks. Incidentally, that was the last question I will permit from you.
Train me.
I feared you would ask another question. Let's begin. Enough. Back in formation. Next.
I don't have time right now.
What do you want, human?
Who are you?
That is not your concern, but I can tell you anyway. My name is Oskill. I'm a scientist. I'm in charge of our inventory.
Scientist and warehouse manager is a weird combo.
What do you know about it, human? Warehouse supervision is delicate. Many factors must be considered. Incoming and outgoing material, individual entitlement to goods, weapons, and armor. All has to be recorded, documented, and logged. It's the only way to maintain optimum efficiency.
You mentioned weapons and armor. Can I buy some from you?
Of course not. Equipment access is strictly controlled. Only Alps have access, and even then, only according to rank. Now leave me alone. I still have an efficiency projection to calculate.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Just taking a look around?
I see. Then I can't stop you. But don't touch anything. I'm busy. Why are you distracting me?
And you are?
I see I won't be rid of you easily. My name is Cora. I'm a neuroethologist.
A neuro what now?
In terms you might understand, I study neurological structures corresponding with certain behaviors in mutants.
I think I got that.
Good. I don't plan on explaining it again. I have enough problems of my own.
Such as?
You want to know my problems? Azok is my fucking problem. I can't get the samples I need without an expedition. I can't lead an expedition without a permit. I can't get a permit without Azok's approval. And he will not give that approval. The return doesn't justify the risk, apparently. Fucking bureaucrat.
Can I take care of that for you?
Forget it. You won't convince that asshole. It's just... I get so angry thinking about it.
Don't you get any Elex?
Yes, of course I do. But it doesn't work on me like it used to. One of my experiments caused me to... That's a story for another time, when I'm not dealing with expedition permits or that fuckhead Azok.
You're a scientist. You must be able to teach me something, right?
Of course. How would you feel about temporarily or permanently improving your physical attributes?
Yeah, sounds great.
Good. I can teach you something about how to make the substances to do that. You pick the time for your lesson.
I want to learn from you.
Great. What do you want to learn?
About this expedition. You said you needed samples. What kind of samples are we talking about?
Samples of these alien creatures, but I can't get any, so fuck it. I'm abandoning the subject.
Not too bad.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today. Sit down. I am currently teaching a class. I was going to tell you something. Where was I? Good. Now, remember yesterday's practice. Concentrate.
Teacher,
No questions, Makar. Do not make me repeat myself. Feel the emotion welling up inside you. Remember last week's punishment. Feel the fury it caused rise inside you. If it threatens to overwhelm you, try focusing on the equations we learned.
the storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadon. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
Shut up!
All right, let's just relax. What are you doing here?
I'm Naira. I'm in charge of our batteries.
So you're like, what, security?
Security? No, that's not exactly what I'm doing here.
Hang on a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules are different now.
Huh. Yeah, I noticed. You're pretty impulsive for someone raised by the Albs.
I am a true Alb again now. There are consequences to that.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them gets hit in the head a few times.
You know better than anyone what Elex withdrawal can do. The fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us.
Fine. I accept your apology.
There has to be a life without Elex. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our Elex as often as I can.
As long as I'm not around when you do. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. but it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone.
You seem to know me well.
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the Ice Palace. It was a long time ago. But you were under the direct authority of the Hybrid, weren't you?
Pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that blue Elex clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the Sixth Power. Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me this?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power. And to me.
You could be right. I have to admit, your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it. However...
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Albs?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Huh. Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No, but I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
Oh, not entirely against it. What the hell does that mean?
You were once an idol to us all. You were the most effective commander the Albs ever had. But that was long ago. You and the Free People have fought a war against us.
I was acting on my own account. That's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The Hybrid would have thrown the Albs to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the Hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive...
Then sooner or later the Hybrid would have put all of Magalan's creatures into the converters to snatch the Elex from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Albs and against the Hybrid. So you should know better, Naira. No one could have survived that, not even the Albs. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
Strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
How exactly is this gonna work? Obtaining the secret, strategic plans of other factions.
Why are you so interested?
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you really won't be able to get a hold of anything. You're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside, you'll need help if you want to get anywhere.
I see. And you're the one that's going to help?
Why not? I help you, and you become my comrade in arms.
I would need to think about that first.
I don't have much time. Answer me now.
I'll think about it.
Fine. I don't want to rush you, but...
You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war for the survival of mankind.
A general but honest answer. I understand. All right. I'll take my chances. Listen to what I'm planning. We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. See? There they are. They've been turning up here for a while now.
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. But I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we could just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict?
What the hell?
Very satisfactory. As you wish. I leave it up to you.
What the hell?
As you wish. I leave it up to you. Very satisfactory.
Infection. I've already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, thing is going to happen to me.
Very satisfactory. Very satisfactory.
Hey, why are you skulking around here? Just keep your sticky fingers to yourself. Understood?
very satisfactory.
Infection. Already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. On the other hand, you could just stand here and do nothing.
Didn't you say it could be done without open conflict?
It doesn't matter. We still haven't got your plans.
Then go and find them. They must be somewhere near the scout troop's storage facility.
I got the Outlaws' plans.
Excellent work. Give them to me. Well, thank you. I'll check them out later. This has probably helped us to thwart an imminent attack on our depot.
I see that pleases you.
Is that so? Well, we can be very pleased. Even the smallest battles sometimes have a devastating effect on the overall picture.
Okay, so now what?
I have to think about it. I'll stay by your side while I do. And thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it.
You should go back. To our community, I mean.
You think that's a good idea?
It doesn't matter what I think. But I can't deny that we would achieve our goals faster with you than without you.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Zell. I guard the silo against tampering. I make sure nobody steals Elex.
Thieves?
We've had a number of thefts. The hybrid and its ambitious plans are a thing of the past. Elex is in high demand. Albs stealing from each other. I never thought I'd see the day. Everyone gets their ration. I don't understand why some people aren't happy with it.
Some people never have enough.
Hopefully it'll just take a little time for everyone to get used to their rations.
Can I get a ration of Elex here too?
Not from me. I'm only authorized to let people go to the silos if they already have a permit. Public distribution of Elex is handled in the soldiers sector, just below the silos. Go talk to Commander Knox. He'll tell you whether you're entitled to any or not.
Tell Azok the Colossus needs more time. The damage is heavier than we thought.
What are you talking about?
You weren't sent for a report?
No.
So what do you want?
I'm just looking around.
Fine. I'm not really in charge here anyway. Robots are somebody else's problem.
Why are you fixing them then?
Our chief engineer got himself killed on a raid. Now I've got to look after them. I'm actually a combat instructor.
So how does a trainer end up as chief engineer?
Part of my job is knowing how to repair stuff in the field. I reckon I know my way around these machines better than anyone.
Would you train me?
I'm an ALB combat instructor. You're no ALB. You're allowed to hang out at the depot. Doesn't mean I have to waste time on you.
I did not anticipate your return. State your business immediately.
Am I supposed to know who you are?
I am Alexiter Azok, guardian of the new directive, responsible for the depot. Now answer my question.
Circumstances force my hand.
Circumstances? The description seems inadequate. But if you're willing to assist us, I will tolerate it. You have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value of emotion and increased our efficiency. So I am neutral towards you personally, but I will have my agents watch you closely as long as you're here. If you break our rules, you will face sanction.
What's the situation here?
These new enemies are putting considerable pressure on us. Keeping them in check ties up resources and creates gaps in our organizational structure. Bridging those gaps will be your responsibility. Seek out Commander Arissa. She is at a breaking point and needs assistance. But expect no welcome from her. She still considers you a traitor. If your work for her is satisfactory, I will consider allowing you to rejoin us. You are getting a second chance. Very few do. Do not disappoint me.
Cora says you're getting in the way of her expedition.
Cora, the researcher. I assume you're referring to her plan to waste the lives of Alb troops investigating a vague rumor at the old converter.
She made it sound different.
Of that, I have no doubt. Since the experiment, she has been difficult to deal with.
Experiment?
Cora was researching Elex distillation. There was a release of gas which she wasn't prepared for. It had a negative effect on her. If she wasn't so critical to our research effort, she would have been removed from our community long ago.
About Cora.
I assume you want me to approve her expedition to the old converter. So give me one good reason to do so.
What do you want?
I'm just looking around.
You're not one of us. Watch yourself around here. There are plenty of areas that are off limits to you. Nothing escapes our eyes.
You one of the guards?
Yeah. And who are you?
Name's Jax.
Wait, the Jax? Who defeated the hybrid?
Yeah, that's me.
I had no... that's interesting. I didn't know you returned. I never thought I'd meet you in the flesh. Unfortunately, I can't talk right now. Maybe I'll have time after my shift.
Somebody is sneaking around.
Good decision. You better... About time.
No time.
Presenting for Elex.
Rank?
Former commander.
Former. Do you have a current rank?
I'm not an alb.
Well, you clearly have permission to be in the depot, so that entitles you to a minimum of the relevant base ration. In your case, a standard E8. Everybody gets at least some Elex. Keeps us from chaos. Okay. Special permit.
No, I don't have one.
Nominal effectiveness?
What do you mean?
State your self-assessed level of nominal effectiveness in daily work. Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being highly ineffective and 10 being highly effective.
Stone cold 10. I'm effectiveness personified.
Absolute effectiveness noted. Level lowered accordingly in line with updated directive. Okay, everything noted? Yes. Let's see. You are level E10 with deductions. Huh. Even I'm surprised, and I'm level E2.
What does that mean?
It means no rations. Remarkable. I've never seen anything like that outside experimental conditions. I have discretion in this case, and I won't let you live like that. I'll personally increase your level to E9. Here's your standard E10 with a bonus. That will be all. You are free to go. Rank?
D6, sir. Soldier.
Special permit?
What goods have you got?
Yes, sir.
human? Do I really have to sell to humans now? Hey, wait a second. You're Jax. You're the asshole who got me into this shit in the first place. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not dealing with you.
Why so unfriendly?
Because of you, I get a fraction of my ration. If it wasn't for the tiny dose I get, I would have shot you already. What the hell do you want anyway?
I want to trade.
If you want me to trade with you, you're gonna have to pay for what you did. No Elex, no deal. So, you still wanna buy something?
Here's your Elex. Let's trade.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Hey, Jax, over here. Well, look who we have here. The mighty Commander. Or should I say ex-Commander? I have an offer for you. What do you say?
Who the hell are you?
I'm a person like you. A person people are always judging. I get accused of a lack of efficiency. Imagine that. Ridiculous. But it would take too long to explain the details. Let's just talk about my offer.
What do you have to offer me?
I knew that would get your attention. It's like this. Some of the other collectors supply me with Elex so I can meet my quota. You're probably wondering why they would do that. What do I have to offer that would convince them to give up part of their yield? The answer's simple. Elex rations. More than they would get otherwise. The Elex that our leaders deny to them, I provide. But I need your help if I want to keep this setup going. In return, I'll sell you items that you can't get your hands on any other way. And as a little bonus, I'll even teach you a thing or two. So, do we have a deal?
And why do you need my help exactly?
I'm being watched. The agents, unsurprisingly, started to wonder how I always met my quotas, without going out as often as the others. But I see what I do as a service to the community, so I'd like to take advantage of your freedom from observation.
What do you need me to do?
Some of us have the luxury of squirreling away extra Elex rations. Those are your target. Open up their safes and bring me the rations.
Isn't that a little obvious?
No. Their special permissions mean they can get extra rations anytime, and that's exactly what they're doing. Some don't even notice. They think they took the Elex themselves and forgot about it. If your knowledge of safes is a little rusty, I can teach you how to open them.
Where can I find these safes?
Your target is the agents and researchers sectors, and you'll find some in the barracks too, of course.
Teach me something.
Sure. What do you want to learn?
What do you have to trade?
Feel free to take a look.
Hey, you! Hey, friend. Spare a ration for a hardworking E9er?
What?
New here, huh?
Depends who you ask.
Okay, listen, I just need a little Elex to tide me over until my next ration. So you got something for me now?
You shouldn't take that stuff.
What are you talking about? It's what separates us from the stinking dirt-eating outlaws. What now? You got some Elex for me now?
Let me see what I can give you. I got nothing.
Shame. Remember old Lokev if you get a hold of more shit.
Too easy.
Is that all there is?
What do you mean?
I've been looking at this shit for a while now. Is that all you do all day? Or does something exciting happen every once in a while?
You feel like you need a challenge? What do you think is exciting?
Twisting your head off like a bottle cap would do it.
Yeah, other than that.
Well, something that'll make us some money. Sitting around on our asses ain't doing shit. I'm no yellow cow. Just so you know, scavenging around in the ruins or stealing from spinehounds ain't the best ways to make any money.
Yellow cow.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, it's really more an inside joke between me and... forget it. What are you doing now? You gonna go around collecting crap, or you gonna do a real man's job?
You know damn well I do a whole lot more than that.
Maybe, but there ain't much in it for me.
You got a better suggestion?
Yeah, I do. The Duke sent me out on Alexit procurement missions. I'm damn good at that.
But you've got a different job now.
That don't mean I can't pick up some extra on the side. If I'm stuck out here looking after your ass, you're gonna help me with one or two things in return.
Alright, what are you thinking?
So you know those traveling merchants? There's this one who stops by the edge of the crater. This one guy in particular always has a few guards with him, too. I know for a fact that he'll be there again soon, selling food supplies.
And how'd you know that?
I just do. That's all the info you're gonna get out of me.
Okay, so there's a trader heading to the edge of the crater with a bunch of groceries. What's so lucrative about that?
The Elexit he's carrying, of course.
Let me get this straight. Your plan is to beat up a trader who's coming to supply the crater and rob him.
Let's call it a side job.
Sounds more like debt collection to me. You get this job from the Duke? So I'm guessing this trader has a debt with the Duke, and it's your job to get him to pay up. That about right?
Yeah, and what of it?
You should have just told me instead of feeding me some bullshit about side jobs.
So, when you're ready, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Wouldn't be my first time collecting a debt.
Come on, we gotta get our asses in gear. We're running late as it is. There. I think they've already seen us. Tell you what, those guys already know what we want. They know me, and they know I report straight to the Duke. As soon as we're close, they'll know something's up.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Anyway, now you've got all the info.
Well, so be it.
So come on, let's get that Elexit.
We can do this!
Watch out! Guys ain't gonna wait around forever. Dumb bastards.
How much Alexit were you supposed to get out of that traveling merchant anyway?
The money wasn't important. That guy fucked with the Duke. He had to be taught a lesson.
Well, mission accomplished. He's dead. Make a great teacher.
That's good too. One less problem to worry about.
I think I finally understand what it is you do for the Duke.
If you say so.
I just want to make sure you won't murder me in my sleep.
Nah, I'm gonna come up with something real special for you when your time comes.
When what time comes?
That's up to the Duke.
Aren't you a peach?
Hey, it's nothing personal.
No, of course not. So, what's your next mission from the Duke?
You'll know as soon as I get it. So go on, and do whatever it is you do.
Don't get too close to the formers or their creatures until you've regained enough of your strength.
The area around the bastions should be safe enough now.
Good. Then it's time to take a look at these walls. They're falling apart. I heard there's a retired master builder living somewhere on the bastion's outskirts. I'm not sure if he was ever responsible for the upkeep of the walls, but maybe he can be persuaded to do it now anyway. It would be a huge step forward. I believe the old builder's name is Gardock.
Yeah, I've already met him. I'll see what I can do.
Good. In the meantime, I'll continue studying your infection. It looks like we're ready to start organizing ourselves. We're both too busy to deal with everything that needs doing. And the more people we have here, the more we'll need a good leader. A commander who can keep all of our fighters under control. We can't let anarchy take root here, or our little sixth power project will have failed before it's even begun.
About the military forces of the other factions. Kaya, the powerful berserker mage, is gathering her troops in the borderlands of Tavar, ready to protect the land from potential dangers.
The berserkers were never particularly adept at foreign policy.
The Berserker Fort now has a better military structure than when it was under outlaw control.
Quite. The plan to unite the outlaw and berserker factions in the fort seems to have been successful.
Patriarch Victor seems to be the actual head of the Morcons. He's a volatile one. We'll have to watch out for him.
Good to know. But if we're being honest, that probably applies to all Morcons.
Alexander Ekron does a good job of leading the Albs. He's smart, and gives them tremendous stability. For now, at least.
Yes. Intellect was never the Albs' biggest problem, but they have plenty of other things to contend with.
The outlaws have settled in the garbage-filled crater of the comet. There still aren't many of them, but things won't stay that way for long.
Smart move. Stay in the background for the time being, gather strength. Doesn't help us much at the moment, though.
The Duke of Ateris could be dangerous. He's nothing but a criminal. A very successful one.
Better keep an eye on him, then. We can't afford any surprises.
The clerics are only just getting back on their feet. Not much help at the moment.
And we mustn't forget that they were driven out of their land. It will take some time for those wounds to heal.
Judicator Reinhold has his hands full getting the clerics back into shape.
Ah, a familiar name. Well, at least we know who we're dealing with when the time comes.
Isn't that enough?
Yes. We have enough information about the other factions now. Good work. Give me some time to analyze everything, and we'll be able to move on to the next step. Where was I? Oh, right. We can't afford to lose you. No one else has your skills, or your ability to get things done.
You sure know how to motivate people.
I'll let you know as soon as I have anything new to report.
I wasn't finished. Just listen. I'll see you. Don't trouble yourself. I'll take care of everything. I'll see you there. Watch yourself.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
I'll see you there. Watch yourself out there.
Why are you still here?
The old man said you were a constructor.
Which old man? Adam?
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, I was a constructor. I was the best damn builder in the fort during the Outlaws' time. I was the one who put up most of the palisades and iron shacks back then. But I haven't done that in a long time.
So, what do you do here then?
Well, us old bastards need somewhere to go before we croak. Not that I'm planning on dying anytime soon. Thought I'd find some peace and quiet here, and wouldn't be bothered by piss ants like you. Looks like I was wrong.
You used to run with the Outlaws?
Yeah, but I'm through with them. When the Berserkers came in and took over the fort, it was the end of an era for me. That's when I knew it was time to disappear. No one's found me and pissed me off out here, so I stay in the ruins. They're my home now.
I've got a ton of stuff to do, and I could use some help.
Oh yeah? And what's that got to do with me?
I'll take whatever you're willing to share with me.
Well, okay, if you insist.
Show me some of your skills.
I'm not sure you'll even understand.
Show me what you've got.
I'm not just giving it away, remember?
How much for you to get back to work and get the Bastion up and running?
You want me to fix up your old ruin? You're not playing with a full deck, are you? The mortar's loose, and don't get me started on the structure. You're lucky the place is still standing.
I'd stay away from that place if I were you. Might fall down at any moment.
We'd make sure you're safe.
I'm not impressed with your bullshit, so don't bother. The only thing that gets me out of bed is a good challenge.
Well, the Bastion would be a challenge, that's for sure.
Not with that thing up there. The Bastion is too dangerous. Working on that place would be suicide.
Relocation isn't an option.
What do you want from me?
There's some unsavory types on their way here right now. They'll be looking for you too.
Shit. All right. Let me think about it without you hovering over me, okay? Look, you're damn hard-headed. I can see that. Believe me. I know a thing or two about being hard-headed. If I'm gonna take this job as Master Builder, and I'm just saying if, I'm gonna need some better tools. This junk isn't gonna cut it.
You want me to get you tools?
I can get the job done one way or another, but I definitely need a decent bell hammer. This old thing, useless.
Where can I find a bell hammer like that?
You got a lot of options. The closest I can think of is the equipment works in the Morcon Grotto. You could also check the heavy machine factories in the northwest, maybe somewhere else. Basically, go anywhere in the old world where the big things were built.
That was good.
Take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Hey!
So, how are things? Come up with that cunning plan yet?
Matter of fact, I have. I got a great idea from my rubber ducky while soaking the bath last night.
Oh, really?
Yep. I suddenly remembered this friend of mine who got worked over by a bunch of goons. Real nasty guys. I'd love to, meet him and have a little heart-to-heart with him.
How's that gonna help your reputation at the fort?
Well, the berserker they beat up was from there, so when he hears I got some revenge for him...
And who is he exactly?
Ah, details.
You still don't trust me.
Look, the main thing to remember is that they're really nasty guys, okay? Like, really, really mean.
Yup, you said.
I know, just making sure I get through that thick melon ears.
Fine. We'll see what we can do with these enforcers.
Excellent. Great. Okay, just remember...
Yeah, they're really nasty. Got it.
Good for you, you're listening. There they are. Oh, boy, if they only knew what was coming.
Slowly. Stay behind me and shut up, okay?
No problem, boss. Anything you say, boss.
I see.
Nice! Yeah, I don't think talking's gonna work with these guys.
We'll see.
I told ya. Come on, let's go.
see.
Nice! Yeah, I don't think talking's gonna work with these guys.
We'll see.
I told ya. Come on, let's go. People in the old world must have had a blast here.
Back problems?
Hey, what is that?
Quick question. Did you visit the Berserker's Fort sometime in the last few weeks?
What? You want to know if we belong to that backwards pack in Tavar? What gave you that idea? We're outlaws from the crater.
See this guy? Says you beat up his friend.
What? Fox? Yeah, we know him. He told you we beat up his friend? We kicked the shit out of him.
I see.
Yeah. Son of a bitch tried to pickpocket me. And when I caught him, he tried to run away.
Wait, what? That's not how I remember it, like, at all. You sure you got your facts straight?
Why am I not surprised?
I couldn't say. But I can say that you have a problem on your hands.
Oh, yeah?
If you're seen getting around with that clown, then your rep as an outlaw will definitely suffer. So, I guess it's time I put you out of your misery.
We'll see about that.
I suppose we will.
I see.
Nice! Yeah, I don't think talking's gonna work with these guys.
We'll see.
I told ya. Come on, let's go.
My head. I need to concentrate. If
I don't have
get a
time for
handle
you
on
right
it,
now.
That thing is going to happen to me.
People in the old world must have had a blast here.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Better get your, weapon ready in case things get a little heated.
Stop worrying.
Yeah, why should I worry?
Hey, what is that?
I got this!
What are you gonna do with that weapon? Huh! Weapons away. Got it?
Hey, what is... I need help! I need help!
really something.
They obviously met you before.
Seemed that way, right?
So when were you gonna tell me that you were the friend these guys beat up?
Didn't I tell you that already? Pretty sure I did. Been such a long time, you know, I get confused.
Yeah, sure. I guess now that they're dead, they won't be able to tell your friends at the fort about how they beat you up.
Would you look at that?
You better not pull anything like that again.
Of course, won't happen again. Totally promise.
You know, I'm starting to think you don't really care about your reputation at the fort.
I do. I do. It's just, none of my plans have worked out so far.
I noticed. Might want to workshop your approach.
Don't worry, I'm gonna think of something really amazing for next time.
Guess I can't stop you.
Hey, how about a little faith? I just need a little bit more time, but I'll get there. You'll see.
That didn't work. My head. Damn infection. The worst thing about this disease is the feeling like I'm losing control.
I lost a couple of curlers here somewhere, so if you happen to see them, let me know.
That didn't work.
Wait, I got it. Oh, I got it.
The next way to get us killed?
Not exactly. Unless going up against a herd of mutants falls under that category, then probably.
Want to attack mutants?
Yes, but hear me out. Not just any mutants. This herd is heading right for one of the world hearts, so it's really important. So, what do you say? Let's get going.
That didn't work. I'm in. Well, it's different, I'll give you that. Okay, let's go get your mutants.
Haha, all right, that's the spirit. What did I tell you? Right there, the freak parade.
That's a lot of mutants.
Yep, which means a glorious victory and us returning as heroes to the fort.
Weird. Right. Of course.
Piece of crap!
Weird.
Right. Of course it does.
I know they used to be people, but they really make my stomach turn. Get ready!
Weird.
Right. Of course it does.
I got this! I know they used to be people, but they really make my stomach turn. Piece of crap!
This damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Albs who did this, right? Turned them into revolting, disgusting mutants? It's their fault.
No, that was the Elex. Some people just don't have the mental fortitude for it. This is what taking too much Elex does to them.
Still, mutants are under Alb control, aren't they?
Some Alexiters have that power, but only over some of them.
Like I said, revolting.
Suppose so.
Anyway, this whole saving the world heart thing isn't exactly gonna help my reputation back at the fort, like, at all. If only more berserkers had heard about it.
True. I doubt anyone's talking about your heroic deeds.
Hey, do me a favor, next time I come up with an awesome, cunning plan like this one, just shove me into the nearest river instead. Deal?
Doesn't matter how hard you try. Things never quite seem to work out for you, do they?
Yeah, maybe I need to take a step back. Just give it some serious thought.
So, you're giving up?
Me? Never, never. Just gotta rethink my strategy is all.
All right then. Get in touch when you've had an epiphany.
You'll be the first to know.
Shit. I don't know.
So, I'd like to call in a favor with you.
Meaning?
I want you to accompany me on my next mission.
What exactly would that entail?
There's a group of clerics exploring Caracas. I want to know what makes them tick, and what they think about us Albs. I want to know their plans, and get an idea of how dangerous they could be to us Albs.
I see. Do you know where these clerics are right now?
Yeah, but not for how long. We have to move fast if we're gonna catch them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look at your clerics.
Good. All right, let's go. They usually camp in that area up ahead. We must have the plans on them. We keep our heads down, we can seize them. But that is not the prime objective in this matter.
But why the clerics? You really think they could be dangerous to you Albs?
The Elex made us emotionless. With our brothers and sisters, clerics, it's different. They don't take any Elex. That must be a great advantage if you ask me.
Exceptional.
You go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Hey, there's nothing here for you. Now fuck off.
You call them your brothers and sisters?
We Albs originated from the clerics. I know not many of us want to remember that.
Hey.
What was I saying? Ah, yes. I know not many of us want to remember that, but it's the truth.
I'm not...
They're all dead. That's good.
Depends on how you want to look at it.
What about their plans?
I'm still looking.
Good. I really need to examine them.
My head. Infection. I'd already forgotten about it again. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. I'm in. Here are the cleric's strategic plans.
Thanks. That's really going to help.
Glad to help.
Clerics are philanthropists and have a great deal of empathy. That makes them receptive to many things that we Albs are incapable of. It has a lot to do with intuition. It makes many actions seem very irrational to us Albs. But from my current perspective, they aren't. We can still learn from our brothers and sisters.
I see. What will you do next?
After checking out the cleric's plans, we need to take a closer look at the Morcons. Ask me again later when I'm ready.
Here's the bell hammer you wanted.
Damn, I was hoping you wouldn't find one. By the looks of it, well, that's a really good hammer. Good work. Normally, this is where I'd agree to do the work, but...
But what?
I'm not saying yes, but I'll at least take a look at the bastion for you. In the meantime, find a good limestone pit.
Lime... what?
Well, the mortar in the walls of the bastion is crumbling and loose, but I already told you that. To get a decent mortar, we're gonna need a specific high percentage limestone. You're bound to find a stone pit somewhere around here. When you find the pit, bring me back some limestone. Then I'll take a closer look at the bastion for you.
So, buddy, it's my turn now.
You got a mission from the Duke?
Yep, and your ass is coming with.
And if I say no?
Then the shit'll just sit there till it's dealt with.
You mean till the Duke busts your chops for not doing your job?
I wouldn't celebrate if I were you. Your ass will be at the top of his list. That's for sure.
What is the job exactly?
There's a... how do I put it? A cleric named Harold, who's sort of friendly with us outlaws. We do the odd arms deal with him.
Corrupt cleric? The Duke wants to buy energy weapons?
No. The guy's sitting on a cache of conventional weapons that are just piling up in the castle. They're from men who are recruited and switched to energy weapons, or guns the clerics pick up from their travels.
Something tells me you're leaving out some important info that'll bite me in the ass later.
That really important?
I assume this isn't a social visit.
Nah, it won't be. So let me know when you're ready, and we can leave.
Okay, let's do this. Let's meet this Harold guy.
Then come on. Time's a wasting. The guy's somewhere up ahead.
The kind of guy who likes to stay in the shadows, huh?
Most of the time, yeah. Let's see if we can't find him around here.
Shit. Can a machine like the hybrid really control someone's entire consciousness? Somehow I doubt that. Still, Dawkins must have strong willpower, right?
It's best if I take lead. You keep your mouth shut, got it? Let's do it. I follow you.
You think I'll mess things up?
Not necessarily, but I don't know how this thing is gonna play out. So till then, shut it. If we push him too hard, he may disappear before we can grab him. So, you better be careful. Crappy fortifications. Practically anyone could walk through here in those days.
Shit. Who are you? What's going on? What do you want from me?
Relax, Harold. This one's with me.
I told you bastards, I do not negotiate with more than one at a time.
Calm down. Breathe. I'm only here to observe.
Oh, that's supposed to be reassuring, is it? You have any idea what kind of risk I'm taking just being here? Anyone finds out that I've been doing deals with the savages from the crater, I am fucking screwed.
Give it a rest, Harold. I just want to talk.
I know what you want. The Duke wouldn't have sent his enforcer if all was sunshine and roses.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
You better get the hell out of my sight before I ruin that pretty face of yours.
You can trust me.
I don't trust anyone, especially not you. Only reason you're here is to rake in the Elexit. You piece of shit!
The last delivery wasn't up to your usual standards.
I can't help that. Business is going to shit.
Oh, really? What do you think the Duke would do if I fed him bullshit like that? You took the Elexit. You thought you could pull a fast one. Come on. What would you do in my position?
Well, I'm not going down without a fight.
That's good.
We're gonna get real close and personal.
Sometimes you just gotta get your hands dirty, you know? You don't got a problem with that, do you?
Harold was paranoid and a traitor. He was an aggressive opportunist. Wasn't one to compromise.
He was a gutless dumbass.
Weren't you supposed to try and negotiate with him?
Sometimes things don't go as planned. Not everything has to make sense, you know? Especially when you don't see the big picture.
So was that what you wanted?
Not even close. I was just supposed to scare Harold a little to get a bit more out of him.
Well, that worked out.
Fate.
What are you gonna tell the Duke?
The truth. That there's no arms shipment from the cleric's castle.
The Duke won't like that.
Yeah, don't sweat it. It's my problem. I'll let you know if a new mission comes around.
He admitted that he overheard something during your meeting. What exactly, he wouldn't say. He was too afraid that someone might be listening in on our phone call. I'm going to go to his house. If he utters one crucial piece of information, that'll be it for him. He shouldn't go sticking his nose into other people's business.
That didn't work. That didn't work.
Why would anyone be listening in on our conversation?
A scientist caught me eavesdropping on them. They've been following me ever since. They're planning something.
What exactly do you think they're going to do? You're crazy.
Falk?
Hello?
Just a moment.
Having trouble?
How interesting. I suspected our paths might cross again here, Jax.
Really? I'm a little surprised to be running into my favorite cyborg in a place like this. You were expecting me, Falk?
The heavens opened. Those invaders rained down on us. Who wouldn't expect the savior of all mankind to appear before us, ready to save the world again?
Now you flatter me, buddy. But no one could live up to that description. Least of all me. The savior is selfless, thinks only of those he saves. Priority number one for me has always been my own interests.
You are correct. But if your selfish deeds happen to ensure the survival of our planet, then you would certainly be seen as some kind of redeemer amongst Magalan's population.
What are you doing here, anyway? Why aren't you with the other clerics?
I'm on an important mission, one I intend to put on hold briefly, as I have something to ask you.
Fire away.
It's regarding my continued development. I fear I have reached something of a dead end. So I need your help.
I thought you were fully developed. A high-functioning machine. How do you expect to evolve any further?
I have gone through many phases, much like a human does as it transitions into adulthood. But I have not yet reached my optimum state.
And what is that exactly?
I find myself trapped by my own limitations, so I want to become more human.
Well, that's quite an ambitious plan.
It is not just a plan. It's a feeling. It's a purpose.
What you're saying, it worries me.
It is strange. I have inexplicable urges that drive me to do things I cannot rationally explain. Irrational behavior is, of course, typical for your species. That's why I need to learn more about you humans, your behavioral patterns. Will you assist me in this?
What exactly do you need from me?
I need someone who can teach me everything about what it means to be human. I need a mentor who can answer my questions, the ones that are causing terrible feedback loops in my circuits. These disturbances are happening too often. They are obstacles to me achieving my goal. A few weeks ago, I had to perform a partial reset and a series of comprehensive self-diagnoses.
A partial reset? Why would you do that?
I had no other choice. I was paralyzed by processor-intensive activity while trying to understand questions that I assume would be trivial for a human to answer. You understand that in a combat situation, a repeat of such an occurrence would be deadly.
What else can you tell me about this inexplicable urge you have to be more human?
I have been in this state for over 3 months. It was as if some kind of cryptographic sequence began operating, reprogramming me.
Any idea what triggered it?
I have analyzed this question at great length, but no specific moment or event presents itself as the cause of my particular state. Perhaps it is another trick being played on me by my maker Conrad. I am certain that you would understand such a possibility.
That maniac is not someone I could forget in a hurry.
Then you can imagine how it feels to be one of his creations. What is happening to me is entirely inexplicable, so far at least.
Tell me some of the questions that almost paralyzed you.
You humans have an instinct for self-preservation, the survival instinct. As a machine, I am built with something similar, but it is driven by a source code. It lacks the element of creativity that is seen so often in humans. When humans are threatened, they are frequently able to exceed their usual capabilities. They can achieve things they would never have thought possible before that moment. I converged my processing in an attempt to comprehend this, but was unable to reach a satisfactory conclusion.
You think I could help you with that?
I would like to participate in a lethal situation to further develop my own survival instinct. I could follow you and allow myself to be drawn into a fight that I am not capable of winning.
You want me to lead you into mortal danger?
I cannot do it on my own. My coding will not allow it.
Wait, isn't that a kind of survival instinct?
I need empirical data to analyze. I do believe I can improve my skills, surpass my own capabilities, like any human.
Don't underestimate how mortal we humans are. A do-or-die situation most often ends in death.
I am willing to take that risk. Not far from here, there is a dangerous region. My programming would usually prevent me from spending time there. You must order me to visit this region. You must accompany me there. It is the only way I can collect the required data.
That's just not normal.
That was good. The ones who lived here are long dead.
No, just can't do that yet. Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Follow me.
What exactly is so dangerous about this place?
To a certain degree, even the journey there fulfills my requirements. You will soon understand.
Packs of wild animals? Swarms of deadly creatures?
Understand that from my perspective, there is no rational reason for going to this place. Traveling there contradicts how I am programmed to behave.
Surely even your counterintuitive actions are being driven by your programming. Do you really believe you're being guided by something else?
Guided. You make what I am attempting to understand sound so esoteric, so irrational. However, that is my goal.
My head.
Over there!
The Duke's got another mission for me.
Okay. Another vendetta against a disloyal supplier?
We'll see if I gotta bring out the big guns.
The whipping boy.
Yeah, but I'll be the one doing the whipping, if it's necessary.
Who's the lucky guy?
A guy named Urax.
An Alp?
Right. And you used to be one of them yourself. That makes you the best wingman for the job.
What did he do?
Nothing yet, but I've got to negotiate with him first. Urax is supposed to supply energy cells for our old machines or something.
Where'd he get that from?
How should I know? From the depot? It doesn't matter to us as long as he delivers. You ready?
Carry on. This should suffice. Thank you.
So, what did you learn from all this?
I gained a great deal of insight. Specifically, what is the purpose of voluntarily putting oneself in mortal danger?
There is no purpose, unless you're forced into such a situation.
Yes, that is something I have learned from this experience. Until today, every action I have taken has been for a purpose. What we did was completely irrational and highly dangerous. Thank you for your help. I will commence my analysis of the data immediately.
Don't let me stop you. Anything else new with you?
I have taken on a large number of commissions. Payment for my services goes towards the upkeep of my systems.
You're a merc for hire?
Broadly speaking, yes. My main clients are fellow clerics. I work primarily for the benefit of the community.
I could use some help. What if you worked with me from now on, as my companion?
I do have some time to spare at present. The answer is yes. Though I do still need to complete missions elsewhere.
Fine by me.
Where would you need me to go?
The Bastion.
I have heard of it. There are some warriors stationed there. It's logical that they would be your men. All that remains is to discuss my fee.
Yeah, of course I'll pay you for your services.
You have misunderstood. In order to continue with my studies, I need a human to act as my mentor. In return for helping you, I would occasionally draw on your services in that capacity.
I got my eye on you.
I'd be happy to do so.
Excellent. Then I am happy to join your cause.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side allows me to experience many new things. Even so, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Not too bad.
Just like old times, if that's the correct phrase.
Perfect. Very human of you.
Thank you for the reassurance.